Hey, reaction video Venza, glad to have you back. Daniel Johnson from the Hague office. Got Sean Shields in the Atlanta office providing production work. Good to see you, Sean.
Hey.
Joining us are two friends from Sertifi. We've got Jessica and Phil. Jessica's been here before, so we're going to offer Phil the opportunity to introduce himself first. Phil?
Thank you. My name is Phil Corbitt. I head up marketing here at Sertifi. I am been in the SaaS industry for over a decade, been doing marketing for 2 decades plus. So really excited to see what I can share.
All right. Good to have you, Phil. Jessica.
Hey everyone. Yeah, this is my second video, so we're really excited to be back. My name is Jessica Hughey. I am the Director of International Market Development. I'm working closely along with Phil and other department heads on building out our international strategy. We're currently focused on Europe, so exciting things on the horizon. Excited to be here today too with our friends at Venza.
Fantastic. Good to have you. Well, we've got two people that are very tied to marketing. And so the article that I want to show your way, and if Sean, if you wouldn't mind sharing it, this is something recently from CNN Travel, 25 of the world's most endangered places. And so the World Monuments Fund added 25 culturally important sites to the 2020 World Monuments list. And so the question is this something that people should be looking at as places they should go before they're no longer around? And so the question I ask for you is not so much article about what do you think about endangered places and famous monuments. I think we can all agree it's important to preserve our culture globally. My question to you is, what's your reaction to marketing in the hospitality space with the idea of come see this now, it might not be here tomorrow? Examples being, for example, the Woolworth building, or important other sites, national parks and shrines, etc., because of possible challenges in geopolitics or because of climate change. What's your reaction to marketing for hospitality based on a endangered list of monuments? Jessica, you're the veteran. Why don't you go first?
Sure. I think this is a really important topic. I think that travelers can do a lot of things as well as hoteliers, but in terms of travelers, I think visiting some of these places in the off season, not only will you be able to save money because your hotel may be less expensive or flights may be less expensive, you'll also not have to worry about lines. Waiting in line to see a place that's been on your bucket list for a long time isn't fun. So I would recommend hitting up these places during the off season, maybe just like a month after the peak season. Maybe you'll still get some nice weather. And then for hoteliers, I think that there's a lot. Perhaps they could be educating the visitors, the tourists as well, about things that they can do to help preserve these places, but then also not disrupting the way of life of the people that live there.
Right.
So maybe it's getting them familiar with the culture or providing them some tips on things to do and not to do when they're visiting these areas. So you don't have as much backlash like what they're seeing today in Barcelona with the protests.
Right. Yeah, I mean, one item on the list is is Notre Dame. So to you, Phil, what do you think? Should Parisian hoteliers say Notre Dame, and we don't know if it's gonna you come and see the destruction, or how long is it going to last? I mean, Jessica was talking about some cultural sensitivity issues. What's your take?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. Specifically to Notre Dame, I would not market the destruction. I think there is, to some of the points Jessica made about preservation and respect, I think those are key in your marketing message. Yeah. I think the ability to promote something that's limited in opportunity, that there's some enticement to that message if you do it tactfully. I think it also opens up the opportunity to present this, here's this limited opportunity for you, while at the same time, if I was being smart about it, I would also kind of promote, here are the other things to do that you might not know about when you are visiting, Notre Dame, and here are some of the other things you can do while in France. So then you're creating a larger larger ecosystem where you can then continue promotion and try to engage people to do more, to return, to see other things, to find out what potentially, they should be adding to their list that they might not be aware of just because they're only aware of this one monument. And the push on, that there's potentially limited time to still see this might entice someone to get there sooner, but then you can expand that ecosystem to your other, offers.
Yeah. It's the idea of creating some kind of in marketing and sales, always creating some kind of urgency.
Right.
Do you leverage something as potentially sad as the falling of a monument,
Right.
as the urgency to drum up tourism? It's a fine balance, and just as Jessica said, it requires some sensitivity indeed. Well, very good. Thanks for your reactions, guys. Loved having you. And before we part, anything to share, Sean?
No, nothing. Great job, guys.
Right.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next reaction video.
Thanks for having us.